Unfortunately, we go to a story of violence and hopefully not tragedy. This operations at the Mayton taxi rank in the Vaal are suspended. There's been a shootout between taxi operators and 3 men, eyewitnesses say, in a private vehicle near the taxi rank while learners were making their way to school. And a learner from the Dr. Milan High School was caught in the crossfire, who's now been rushed to hospital for medical attention. Newzroom Africa Zola Shawana is there and joins us now live for more. Zola, again, take us back to the context around which this happened, which involved this young learner, and what the status of their health is this hour.
Well, Iman, from what we are hearing from police, the learner happened to pass by here when they were making their way to school, so they are not badly injured, and there's a high possibility that they could be discharged from hospital, today. But what we have, the information that we have from some of the passengers that we hear in the early hours of the morning, they are alleging that this fight is between security companies that are protecting taxi drivers, or taxi ranks to be quite specific. And we were also told that there were allegations rather that some of these men were seen yesterday patrolling the taxi rank, looking, they were armed, and little did they know that today an incident of this kind is going to happen. So for now, we haven't heard of any fatalities that have been reported, and there are no, arrests that have been made. If my colleague, can be able to show you there, we are seeing high caliber ammunition, and we are told that that's the ammunition that was used by, these men that, fired shots in the early hours of the morning. Of course, forensic investigations are currently happening at this point, and this entire area is cordoned off by the police, meaning that operations are on a standstill and commuters are unable to catch taxis from this taxi rank. But just to tell us more, you will be speaking to Gauteng SAPS spokesperson Colonel Nevhuhulwi, just to tell us more about what they know about this incident. Colonel, thank you very much for your time. We've heard reports about what has happened, but what are police saying?
Thank you very much. Yeah, Zola, what had happened here in the morning, the police did indeed receive reports of random shootings in the taxi rank. And when they reacted, it was found that, according to the information that we received, as we were also doing our preliminary investigations, that there are about 2 security companies allegedly who were shooting at each other. And those security companies are allegedly hired by the taxi associations. And from that random shooting, one person was injured, and he has been taken to the hospital. And that one person, it was also verified that he stated that he's one of the employees of one of the security companies. And while the police were combing the scene, they also discovered about 10 AK-47 and also 9mm pistols on the scene while they were combing the scene. So the police will be investigating a case of attempted murder. That will be 2 counts, because according to the information received, these 2 companies that were shooting at each other, and we don't know who shot who. So hence it will be 2 counts of attempted murder. And still on that, we also want to verify the reports that there was a scholar who was also shot. Our police officers did indeed go to the school to verify that information, and it was found that the scholar was not shot, but they did find him to have a scratch on the leg, which was not a bad injury. So, which is suspected that he might have, scratched his leg while there was during that scuffle, because during that time, it was the time when people were going to work, the school learners were going to school. So everybody was just running, to cover for their lives. So it was not a gunshot wound. So the police are investigation, and this case will be investigated by our provincial detectives to also get deeper into the ownership of these firearms. And also they will also be subjected to ballistic testing, and also to verify whether it will also form part of the investigations, whether the security of companies are indeed, registered, and they also have followed the procedures of the PRISA,
Have there been any people taken in for questioning, maybe some of the taxi drivers here or representatives from the taxi association?
As I said, now we are currently combing the scene, but a team of our detectives will definitely be taking, the eyewitnesses and some of the people who might have information about this. They will be taking them for questionings and also to, to get statements as they will be, the investigation will be unfolding.
What happens to the taxi rank right now? Because as it seems, people are afraid and, commuters are shaken by what has happened. Some of them are playing far from these taxis. What's going to happen moving forward?
What I can say for now, as you can see, the scene now is still a crime scene. Therefore, no one can be allowed to be on the taxi rank. As you can see, me and you, we are also not inside the scene. So once the police have combed the scene and they are done, our LCRC is done with the scene, then the taxi rank will be handed over to the taxi management.
Thank you very much, Colonel, for your time. Well, Iman, we are hoping to get answers, or rather, hear from the taxi association that operates in this taxi rank, because, excuse me, commuters are afraid to speak, and also those that, saw the incident when everything was happening, they're also afraid to speak due to the sensitivity of the case, as they don't know the motive of this shooting. For now, back to you in studio.
And Zola, thankfully, that learner looks to be able to make a full recovery, not too badly injured. But situations like this shouldn't exist in the first place. Zola Shawana with the latest for us there.